So the dream of walking into a house that nobody else has ever owned, a new construction home. The only problem is, once you go in there to use the toilet nobody's ever used before, there's a chance that it might not be strong enough to withstand the flush of the toilet. People are getting new construction homes, they bought new construction homes, and they're falling apart instantly.
Let's check it out. Nice uneven transition here over to the patio roof. Exhaust fan. These aren't even attached screws. A little bit of a drainage issue here on the side yard. Testing the irrigation system, and that's not good. There's another one. Looks like the garage wall got hit with a power washer. In the garage, you get a nice bucket finish in the concrete. Close. Second floor sink.
Okay, this might be one of the worst ones I've seen yet. Such shoddy construction. It's like they didn't finish a single thing properly on the house.
Coming up the attic ladder, here's the purlin brace. It's not nailed at all. Let's take a look at the air filter.
Can you imagine paying $400,000 for this? Walking in the first day. Because some people buy these houses without ever seeing them. And it being like this.
I'm missing a latch here on the door. Don't worry, it's already been quality inspected. Here's a new home. Let's check it out.
This is a nightmare house.
New construction that started falling apart within a few months.
And the problem continues.
Windows that bowed out. Walls that leaked with rain or snow.
We could smell
the one point of the house, the one point of shelter at its most basic level. This is a problem with so many businesses in America right now. They move away from the foundations of why they exist. The one thing that they're supposed to provide, the one service they're supposed to fulfill. The purpose of a house, protect you from rain and the elements, and it's not protecting you from the most basic element.
Smell the gas.
An oven tagged as
an explosion hazard.
Then this. Water the last place it should be.
This was a significant volume of water.
And finally, the structure of the building itself, discovered by a city engineering review.
The beam over the garage door, high enough to withstand a wind shear event or a high wind event. I can't use my garage, I can't use my shower, I can't use one of the light fixtures, I can't use my oven.
The builder, sustainable.
One of the light fixtures is the shower. She can actually probably use that light fixture as the shower.
Design Build didn't return our emails asking for comment. A dream house turned nightmare. She just wants fixed.
The number of issues that I've had is unbelievable. And it makes me fearful for what I haven't noticed yet, for what's going to develop in the future.
You know this is an expensive house. You just look at it. Look at the house, right? It looks like a townhome. Looks like it's connected to other ones. If she's having these problems, I'd only imagine the other people are too. But imagine how much she spent for this thing. This is easily over $400,000 house. This thing's probably $600,000, $700,000. That's so disappointing. New construction home in Utah.
Oh my gosh.
Separate that second level.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Do you know how bad the construction on a house has to be for the whole top half to just slide off? And not to mention U.S. building standards, how bad they are in general. But because people want to keep up with the Joneses and look like their next door neighbor, they continue to buy the same houses over and over again, destroying the artistic nature of architecture. But that's a whole nother story. But at the most basic level, even with our shoddy home building processes that most companies have, the whole top slides off.
When I tell you, yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
I was so insecure that while you're putting the shingles on, the house collapses. The house can't even withstand the weight of just the shingles.
Just wanted to point something out to people that are buying houses right now. If your house is newly built and it is built during the rainy season, most likely they are using particle board or OSB instead of actual plywood. It's getting drenched, and then they cover it, put a roof on it, they put drywall up, and before you know it, you've got black mold in your house that you have never lived in.
Further on in the video, he explains about using a dehumidifier in the house for the first 6 months, which I feel like you shouldn't have to do that if you're buying.
You shouldn't have to do that, and it doesn't always work. You can't just dehumidify the black mold in your house. It doesn't just magically go away because of a dehumidifier. And I highly doubt having to buy a dehumidifier on top of, you know, your $1,600, $1,800 per month notes isn't in everybody's best interests.
All right, so I just got.
And we had some crazy storms in DFW last night. Look at that, porta potties falling over. Good thing I don't have to use the bathroom. Oh, also houses falling over.
This is in Texas. They don't have earthquakes like talking about.
And another one. And another one. And one more. Yeah, what's funny but also not funny is how many people comment, just one good strong wind and the house is falling over. Yep.
One big puff. One big huff from Mother Nature and it blew the house down.
In this house right now, to be quite honest with you. I don't think there is a single nut on any of these anchor bolts in this whole house. Missing another one. Missing there. Missing there.
Come on.
Missing a wall. So it's still windy outside.
Missing
I
a
am
wall.
walking on eggshells in this house. I feel like if I fart too loud, the whole thing's gonna come down.
He's risking his life. He's risking his life for us. You know, shout out to him for that. And I hope no one buys those houses.
And
Okay, all that doesn't happen from one leak. So, is this fake brick? Because how can you build a house out of brick and completely fail on everything on the inside? That must have been the subcontractor they used, right? For that particular part of the house. How do you do the brick with no problems and do everything else so horribly? This looks like a house from the 90s. Here in Louisiana, we have a D.R. Horton. D.R. Horton builds a bunch of houses. It's the same company as what y'all probably have in every single state that you're a part of, right? It's the big company that builds entire subdivisions and, of course, has problems with it. One thing that D.R. Horton does is they give you a year for repairs. After that, it's over. It's a wrap, unless you get lawyers involved and try to force them to come through and do repairs on your house. At least they offer that, but a lot of these new construction companies don't offer that at all. It's your problem no matter what happens after they sell that house to you. It's not even a fix. There's nothing here that she needs to fix. It's just not done. Like, it's not a house, you know? Like, it looks like she's going to have to remodel her entire house. It's not just fixing something. It is a complete revamp of the broken foundation that this house is built on. And of course, I use that in the broader context. They literally didn't do anything right. If she bought a kit house or just lived in a storage unit, it would be better than the condition of this thing that she's in right now. If you bought a shed from Home Depot, it would be in a better condition than this right now. Like, this is bad on so many different levels. It's like they did not try. It's like they intentionally tried to mess up every step in the process. What would you do if you were paying $1,900 a month for this? $1,900 a month.
I see all these $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 houses. Hell,
This
here's
will be the
one.
last video.
There's one. All right. I want to show you what these son of bitches are made out of.
United States
see that?
construction standards.
Better. Okay. There's this. Ain't shit to it. I want y'all's goddamn homes built out of fucking cardboard. 200 G's. 200 G's.
The crazy thing is, this is happening all over America. Builders are rushing, cutting corners, putting up new construction using substandard materials. Buy an older home, preferably.
Now, I wouldn't say all that, right? We're building some new construction homes. They're going to have a steel exterior, barn dominium exterior. They're going to have the best modern appliances on the inside and stuff. What I would say, though, is look at the construction of your home. If you're building a new construction home, there's probably another one right down the street that's actively being built. Pay attention to that. See if the same builder building that one is the one that built yours. Construction manager at risk always. And good luck out there. Just make sure that you dot your I's, you know, because it's horrible. It shouldn't be like this in 2025. Houses shouldn't be blown over by the wind.